Hey, let's film a reading vlog, and this time it's going to be a Percy Jackson reread vlog. My books are upside down. So, currently I only have the first and the fourth book. I ordered the original covers from Thrift Books. Literally, look at how good of, that is actually, other than the orange, pages, this looks brand new. It's actually, such good shape. This on the other hand is a little bit roughed up, but honestly, out of everything, it's probably not as bad. Out of all the other original books, first books of the Scholastic covers, it's the best I've ever seen. Actually, it was a part of probably a classroom library because it has some type of test my English teacher told me about. I never took one, but apparently, when you go into the library, you had to take, a test on the book, and, you got scored, and, I don't know, some type of something, I can't remember. Today was rough. I took my biology SOL. I'm gonna be rereading this series. Okay, so I do only have the first and fourth book, but the other books are coming, I think, Wednesday, it said. It's Thursday right now. It's coming next Wednesday. I'll have time to finish this before I dive into Sea of Monsters, which I'm very excited for. I already have some annotations. I'm on page 29, which is chapter 3. Now, if you have not read Percy Jackson and you want to go in completely blind, this is a spoiler-free review. But I do have some things I want to say that kind of include spoilers. And it is in the fact that I'm not sure if this is kids, if it's the fact that I have never, I'm rereading this, or that it is foreshadowing for children. And 3, 2, 1, now I'm gonna read it. A wave roared in my ears. Mrs. Dodds materialized next to us. Did you see? The water. Like it grabbed her. No, I wonder why. The water. Why would the water be there? How did the water grab her? There's a reason, this little boy right here. This little thing right here. It's called seaweed, right? Because after all that, and him being only good at canoeing, I wonder who his godly parent could be. 2 + 2 is 5. I'm a Hermes child. Yeah. I much prefer these book covers to the other ones. I don't know what it is. I just love them. They're my favorites. I know the middle covers, the ones where they all line up in the middles, and all line up like this, are people's favorites. I'm just a sucker from the original covers. I love them. They're so pretty. I will update you tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get around 100, 200 pages. I'm very excited. I already have some annotations. I annotated the entire first page. I love the chapter headings, and I wish that would have been kept up in Heroes of Olympus. I understand why it wasn't, because we need to put the names of whose perspective it was in, but I wish we could have gotten some hilarious chapter titles out of that series. One thing I'm not ready to reread is my baby Tyson being bullied, because I love him so much, and I'm not ready to see people be mean to him. But I've yapped enough. Hey, it's Monday. I am 231 pages into my Percy Jackson reread. I'm going to put that in Goodreads and see how far that is, because I'm not actually sure. But I'm honestly thinking about trying. How late is it? It's 7 p.m. I don't know if I'll finish it today, but I do want to read a little bit more just at home, and I think I'm going to transfer this completely into being an at-home read, just because it is 61%. Is it? It feels like a lot more than 61%. Yeah, it is. It's 61%, so I'm not going to finish all of it. But I have 100-ish pages left. I'm going to try to read 100 pages. Honestly, if I do end up reading 100 pages, then I will probably end up just finishing the rest, because then I'll have 40 pages left.
I don't want to just read and leave like 40 pages left, so I probably will finish this. I might finish this today, I might not. I don't know. But I do need to read this at home because I do have another book I need to read on my Kindle that's like huge, and I want to read that at school because if not, I'm just probably not gonna have motivation to read it because it's huge and it's a romance. Really late, so I probably won't finish Percy Jackson today. But look at what I got. Her name is Cheeto. That's what we think we're gonna name her. We're not sure if she's a boy or a girl yet. My uncle's uncle lives next to, but go away, Ozzy. My dog wants to see her. Lives next to to the pound, and they have a bunch of cats that get dropped off. And so one of them had a little kitten litter, and yeah, you're probably a boy, huh? That's what I'm thinking. Had a kitten litter and abandoned the whole litter. We're thinking she's 5 to 6 weeks. We're hoping she lives because she's very tiny, or he's very tiny. We're thinking we're gonna name him Cheeto. She's so adorable. She literally fits in like the palm of my hand. She's so precious. You can walk around, but I want you in my sight. She's precious. Like, actually so adorable. She's not technically my cat. She's technically my aunt's. But my aunt lives with me during the weekdays until I can drive to take me to school. So, like, look at how precious. Ozzy, this is a baby. You can't play with her. She's literally so small. But I might sit down and read Percy Jackson, or I might play with the little baby. Okay, so getting comfy. All my coffees came in the other day, and I also finished the lightning thief, and my dog is wanting on the bed. So give me a minute. Come here. Oh, okay. Please don't get in front of my camera. Okay, so I don't have a lot of thoughts about this first book that are spoiler thoughts. I loved it. Is really all you need to know. It's a 6-star on my reread. I love this book. There's literally so many annotations. Like, I annotated every other page. It was a problem. But I got all my other copies. They're actually all in really good condition. Literally. The only issue is that the pages are yellowed. But, like, the Titan's Curse and the Last Olympian and Battle of the Labyrinth aren't even that yellowed. But she is yellowed quite a bit. She's orange. She is orange. But honestly, I never realized how short this book is. Like, literally, it's teeny. And the font is huge. This is going to be my next read after I finish A Curse for True Love. This is, like, it'll take me, like, not a lot of time if I actually have time to read. But, like, these are in literally such good condition. And I also never realized that the first book is, like, literally the biggest book in the series. Yeah, I don't know if it's bigger than The Last Olympian. We will check. 370 about. This is, like, bigger by, like, a few pages, I think. This is 381 pages of actual content. And this is, hold on, 375. So this is literally, like, 6 pages longer than this. But those are, like, the biggest books in the series. And I just never realized that. The Battle of the Labyrinth is a little bit big, but, like, did not realize that that book was that big. But yeah, I'm very excited for Sea of Monsters. Contrary to what a lot of people say, I love this book. This book was a 5-star for me. It was literally so good. I think it's just because it's a very small book. I have the whole series now. I am like, there's no complaint of this purchase for me because I wanted these covers so badly, and now I have them. So I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm gonna read this next. I'm very excited. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. I'm very excited. Bye-bye. I've decided that I'm going to read Sea of Monsters at home. Mainly because the book I'm reading on my Kindle right now, if you don't know how I read, is I read an audiobook, a Kindle book, and a physical book all at the same time. The physical book I'm reading is obviously Sea of Monsters. The audiobook I'm reading is The Gilded Cage, and the Kindle book I'm reading is Daughter of No Worlds. The only one of those I'm not filming a reading vlog on is Daughter of No Worlds, so that's gonna be happening at school. But the last 100-ish pages, maybe 200, yeah, 100 pages of this is going to be read at home. I think I'm only going to read 50 pages in one sitting, and then I'm going to take a shower, and then I'll come back all discombobulated and read the rest of the 50 pages. I have this little buddy with me. He's sleeping, but is that what you want? Huh? No. Come here. Alright, so I'm going to let him sleep, and I'm going to go ahead and read. This point in the book that I'm at, when I first read this, I was so, at it, Cheeto. Oh my gosh, we're almost to one of my favorite first above moments, ever. I'm so excited. But it's also so sad. It's my favorite moment between them though. This is one of my favorite parts of the entire series. Grover's just a pretty lady. There's this black cat that hangs out in my yard. My outdoor cat doesn't like him. But I want to catch that baby because that poor baby, he looks old. Like, he looks like a mangy old cat. And he limps like there's something wrong with one of his legs. So, I want to catch him one day. He ran up the hill before I get to him. I do want to find him one day. Cheeto has the zoomies right now. He just, like, literally right now. Y'all, this cat is having, like, hardcore zoomies right now. I mean, like, I just, like, jokingly flung him across, and he, like, zoomed back immediately. He's having some zoomies. So, this new camera thing he just did. Stop, he's my baby. officially with Sea of Monsters, the second of the Percy Jackson series. All the annotations. I am going to leave my review for my reading wrap-up and for the review I'm doing on my TikTok, because if not, it can get a little repetitive. So, I'm just going to leave that for later. I also have a review on my Goodreads, if you really want to know how I feel about it. And I have 2 marked as read on Fable. I will be back soon with The Titan's Curse. Not sure when, but soon. Bye-bye. My favorite parts about, like, Percy Jackson and, like, Greek mythology in general is the fact that, like, Aphrodite and Artemis have been... I think it's so funny. But anyway, I'm on page 187 of The Titan's Curse. I'm gonna finish it today. I've been a little bit behind schedule because I just have not wanted to read or really do anything other than doom scroll and sleep. So this will get done. He's playing. This will get done today. I completely forgot that Rick tried to make Helen and Paris something romantic. Also, look at that. He's been playing with my jewelry since I sat down to start reading. But I completely forgot he tried to make that romantic. Okay. Hello. Welcome back. We have Battle of the Labyrinth update. So I did start Battle of the Labyrinth last night. I got 18 pages in. It is, by the way, Tuesday, June the 10th. I was gonna get up to like 150 pages last night, but I started this at 4 in the morning. I was so tired and kind of just done. And so I decided that I would just today try to blow through the 1,000-page book I was reading, and read like, I think 400 pages of it, and I did. I just finished it. It's 4 p.m. So honestly, I'm making good time. I do think I'm gonna try to binge this tonight. It's only 350 pages, so like literally I can binge this like very easily. I'm about to start writing. I actually have started writing, but I like paused to give this update. I think I'm gonna try to binge this evening. I just wanted to get Warrior Fate done because I was just so done with that series. After this, I will probably immediately go into The Last Olympian, maybe not, I don't really know. But honestly, I feel like reading this go around is going to feel like reading it the first time, because when I did read this for the first time, I was in like a crazy slump. So, oh my gosh, my thing finally tracked my sleep right. It finally said I went to sleep at 4 a.m. when I did and woke up at the same time I did. I got 5 hours of sleep, which honestly is fine. It's probably better than I have been like getting the rest of the week. But I'm gonna read this, hopefully finish it today. It is only like 350 pages. If I stay up late tonight, I can finish this, and if I get my writing done, I definitely can finish that. So I'm gonna read, vibe a little bit, and I'll come back to you with updates. Hopefully it'll feel like first time reading it, because I don't remember a lick of anything from this book, if I'm being completely honest. I'm so scared for my Last Olympian reread, but I should probably do that next. I don't really know, but I will talk to you guys later. Percy Jackson reading vlog. I have a Battle Labyrinth update for you. I have started last night. I got to 250. I'm gonna finish the last like 100 pages in it right now. It literally, when I finished this, it was like 4 a.m. already, so that's when I like go to bed, because that's when I'm tired. But I'm about to finish this. If I'm being honest, I knew this would feel like the first time reading it, and it kind of does, because I knew like the plot lines and the story, but I'm like, oh, I forgot this happened. Like, I knew it happened because I interacted with the fandom so much, and there's a lot of Battle of the Labyrinth references in the fandom, obviously, but I was like, huh, feels like my first time reading it, because I don't remember anything. There are a lot of like details I had mixed up. Like, I forgot Quintus was a thing. For some reason, I completely replaced his character in my mind with Daedalus. Like, I completely forgot he was there. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this. I'm like, I feel like I remember this part, but I also don't. I feel like I'm mixing it up. Something that happened in the Heroes of Olympus. I don't. Never mind. I remember it being referenced. I just don't remember it actually happening. I never realized Rachel said that. Like, I don't remember that. I love Rachel. Her and her hairbrush. Annabeth's not normally like this. I don't know what her problem is. Rachel raised her eyebrows. Are you sure you don't know? What do you mean, boys? She muttered, totally blind. I now remember my issue with that one thing I said. Okay. So I speak Latin and I never caught that. Like, literally never. Why do you Gosh, we're about to, I know what part we're about to get to, and I don't like this part. It's not as bad as I remembered it. I count the last chapter. This is why I get scared to read books when I'm in a reading slump, because they either pull me out of reading slump and I read every single word and absolutely love them, or I don't end up like going out of it not remembering a single thing about it. Like, there's no in between for me when I'm in a slump. Okay, this is about to make me sad. It's about to make me sad. It doesn't like take me a lot to feel like maternal over a character. It does, but it also doesn't. But Tyson is my favorite. Tyson's like my baby. Like, that's my son. Like, leave my poor baby alone. I love him. That makes Sea Monsters always so difficult for me when people are being mean to him. I still love Sea of Monsters though. I think this part I'm on 334. I think this is one of the things that Rick introduced that he did not realize would come up with some plot holes in the future. He has a very like big issue with like introducing this like big, I don't want to say big bad, but this solve all your problems type thing, and then be like, oh crap, this is going to make the rest of the plot for like the rest of like either this series, the Heroes of Olympus series, like any other series. And so he just like throws it away. The laptop and Blessing of the Sticks, I did not like how they were resolved in Heroes of Olympus. Like, it got on my nerves. But I think he just has this problem with introducing these things that are like so overpowered and then be like, oh crap, this is gonna cause plot holes, and then just throwing it away. And I don't like that. Do I think naming twins Castor and Pollux is becoming overdone? Yes. Will I eat it up every single time? Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, I know what's happening, but it still devastates me when it does. Is that how you say his name? Needs to get punched in the face. Preferably by no, Juniper. I want to see Juniper punch someone. Rick, make it happen. I still don't know what Janus is the god of. Like, I've never heard a myth about him. Her? Don't remember. I'm honestly starting to think Rick just made her up. Like, we need to research this person. No, it's Roman? It's a Roman god. Okay, that makes sense. I thought it sounded Roman, because, like, I can't think of any, like, Greek gods with a J name. Watch me be editing this back and be like, this one. But I feel like J isn't used as much in Greek. I don't know if it might be because there's not a letter for that in the Greek alphabet, but I don't know, I was like, Juno, Jupiter, those are all J names, and Janus is with Hera, so it's a two-faced Roman god. Mr. D. Like, I still hate him, but God forbid a girl just likes an entertaining man, okay? I just remember that I'm not ready to reread about May. No! Okay, I just remembered I'm half read that next book. Mr. D secretly loves all of these kids, and you cannot convince me otherwise. You cannot. Don't you guys just like my arrows so much? A book from like one of Dionysus' children, because one of my favorite tropes is like, or like even just like a random demigod that Dionysus is just like, that one's mine. To defend all the characters in this book from both sides of the fandom is like war. Poor Paul in this scene. Oh, I see. Hold on. Let me start at the top. Hello, Sally. Poseidon said. You look beautiful as ever. May I come in? My mother made a squeaking sound that might have been either yes or help. Poseidon took it as a yes and came in. Paul was looking back and forth between us, trying to read our facial expressions. Finally, he stepped forward. Hi, I'm Paul Blowfish. Poseidon raised his eyebrows as they shook hands. Blowfish, did you say? No, Blowfish, actually. Oh, I see, Poseidon said. A shame. I quite like Blowfish. I am Poseidon. Poseidon, that's an interesting name. Yes, I like it. I've got my many names, but I do prefer Poseidon, like the god of the sea. Very much like that, yes. Oh, there you are, my boy. And Tyson. Hello, son. Daddy! Paul's jaw dropped. Then he stared at my mom. Tyson is not mine. It's a long story. I couldn't miss Percy's 15th birthday. Why? If there was one Sparta, Percy would be a man today. That is true. I used to teach ancient history. To which this man replies, that's me, ancient history. And he didn't connect like, this is odd. He probably thought it was weird, but also, like, I get it. You're not going to think, that man's a god. But like, 2 plus 2 does not equal 6, honey. I hate to see how he treats the other kids as Percy's his favorite. But alright. Oh dear. Oh dear. Tis done. Okay. This was a lot better than I remember because I didn't remember anything. I originally rated this 4 stars, but it's obviously now a 6 star. And I don't have any other thoughts other than that. It was really good. It's really hard to review these books because you can't really say anything without spoiling the rest of the series. But I really enjoyed it, and I will talk to you later. I'm gonna give a quick update. Hopefully this clip will be the last video because this video is actually supposed to go up tomorrow. But I'm reading The Last Olympian right now. I am on page 90. I started this Friday. It's Sunday right now. I started it Friday while I was at the beach, so my annotations aren't very like they're not annotating, but I'm gonna finish it today. Hopefully, I can binge that today, and then I'm gonna have to binge edit this video for tomorrow. But I'm okay with that because I have officially, in a few pages, reread one of my favorite series, and that's always an amazing feeling. It's only about 400 pages, 380, so hopefully I will finish this pretty quickly. I'll give you my overall thoughts, feelings, opinions on this, and probably the whole series in a whole when I get done, like when I get back. Yeah, I'm so glad I got to reread this, and next I'll be reading the Kane Chronicles. The first book's on Kindle Unlimited, and then the rest of the books are on Hoopla. And my Hoopla, I'll just read on Hoopla. So, yeah. Bye-bye. God, how sad chapter 9 of this book is. But I'm just gonna put you down there and read you a little excerpt that made me remember. Luke put his hand on her shoulder. You're a part of our family now, and I promise I won't let anything hurt you. I'm not going to fail you like our family's did. Deal? I need to pull it together. This is not okay. I also think I'm gonna record myself reading the rest of this because I'm not okay. I already had to read about May again. Like, what do you mean I willingly chose to reread my favorite series and then had to reread all the sad parts? That made me actually really love it because it's not just a one-dimensional kids book. I love George and Martha. I love George and Martha. Hi. This makes me like iconic. I feel like I've been getting too much into like fandom this series, which is bad because the series has been out for officially 20 years. So I'm not sure like to date, but like it published in 2005, first book. I feel like I've been getting too much into the fandom because why did I completely forget that Percy and He's Gonna Bite Me. Percy and Hermes weren't friends. Like, they did not like each other. But like the fandom shows them as like buddies all the time. Okay. A lot of people like talk about it. I've kind of read it since like this year. Like, here's all the we've had in Percy's video, and it's like so other than singer adventures, all the adventures have been ladies, and one of my adventures but that's very like not the characters still outdated. I think that's part of why the characters doesn't shoot in like I hate that. Give me my tabs. Where are my tabs from me? He's like me. See? He's fine. That's not address. Maybe people are saying I'm pretty much a little bit. Maybe. We're on the way. Just like me. Happened on chapter 17. It happened. Don't get confused with the outfit change. It's the same night. It's actually 4 in the morning. But I decided to change so I can make a cute little thumbnail for that video without having like a stained jumper on. But I officially finished The Last Olympian, my reread, which means I officially finished my reread of the entire Percy Jackson series. I immediately want to go into Heroes of Olympus. Like, immediately. But I need to read the Kane Chronicle, at least the first Kane Chronicle. I need to read the first Kane Chronicle book. I just ordered, like, a few hours ago, the physical copy of the Heroes of Olympus series. So I'm so excited to go into it. Like, actually, so excited. Cheetah's trying to climb my curtain over there. Like, genuinely, so excited. I forgot how I didn't forget how devastating this book was. I just, for some reason, every time I go into a book that devastated me a second time, I think it's going to be less devastating, but it always ends up being more devastating. Full review for all these books, except for The Last Olympian will be up on my TikTok. I'm going to film and post Battle of the Labyrinth tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be in the same outfit because this is just like a 2-second thing and then I'm taking it off. Yeah, bye. This video is like an hour long.